Welcome, United Independent School District Board members, to the Gifted and Talented Education Program School Board presentation. I am Maria Amparo Ramirez Lanese, your GT Advanced Academics and Dual Enrollment Instructional Coordinator for UISD. We'll be covering some topics today, such as our Special Population Program with GT, the introduction of our Gifted and Talented Program, the State Goal for Services for Gifted and Talented Students, the 2024 updated Texas State Plan for the Education of Gifted and Talented Students, the Gifted and Talented and Advanced Academics Program Guide for United ISD, and our accountability. So we will continue with our Gifted and Talented program. Will be our overview, where we'll talk a little bit about special populations, our introduction, our state goal, the state plan for GT, and the program guide and accountability. First of all, we're going to cover this here, and this picture here demonstrates on how the gifted and talented students are separated from other subgroups. And as you can see, our students are above average by 2 deviations. And as we continue with our Gifted and Talented Program services, first of all, we have the identification and assessment referral and testing, and that is done at the beginning of the school year. Students are referred either by themselves, by their parents, by teachers, or by anybody in the community, and they go through the GT identification process and assessment referral and testing. Then there's the eligibility to receive the services from kinder through 12. And in kinder, the students, once they're identified gifted and talented, they do receive their services immediately. And in the 1st through 12th grade, the process takes a little bit longer, and the students will receive the services the upcoming school year. Then there's eligibility to receive services K through 12. We do need to have our teachers trained for the 30-hour core GT training, and that will include nature and needs of the gifted and talented, social and emotional development of the gifted and talented, screening, assessment, and identification of the gifted and talented, developing creative thinking in the classroom, and differentiation of curriculum instruction for the gifted and talented students. This is done on a yearly basis on the needs of our district and our campuses, especially those teachers who are new either for the district or new to servicing gifted and talented students in their classroom. They have to go through this 30-hour core training. And it is done the first semester of the academic school year. I meet with the teachers, I go over the procedures, and then they go ahead and work on an online platform, which is through Responsive Learning, so they can continue with their training. And it does take 5 days. The days are divided about every 2 to 3 weeks to give them time to plan and, of course, not to lose instructional time from their classroom. Then we also have our annual GT 6-hour update, and this is for any teacher who has already received the 30-hour training. They do need to receive a 6-hour update on a yearly basis if they are servicing gifted and talented students in their classroom. And of course, the services will be through differentiation of instruction in the classroom and research-based projects based on the student interest. This is also in the classroom, and any other activities and enrichment programs that are offered at the campus and the district level. We continue with our state goals for GT services, and the state goal says that the students who participate in services designed for gifted and talented students will demonstrate skills in self-directed learning, thinking, research, and communication as evidenced by the development of innovative products and performance that reflect individuality and creativity and are advanced in relation to students of similar age, experience, or environment. High school graduates who have participated in services for gifted and talented students will have produced products and performances of professional quality as part of their program services. So the students, of course, receive the differentiated of instruction, they receive the enrichment in the classroom, and as the years progress, by the time they get to high school, they do create a project that is very fundamental, and it can impact our community, and that allows them to move forward when they go to college or the university that they've been chosen to attend or of their choice. And by then they have products. So when we go to the GT showcases at the high school, you do see those end products where students create something to help the community, to help improve the community, whether it be in the medical field, engineering field, anywhere where they can create a project that's going to help and improve the quality for the community. Then we talk about our Texas State Plan for the Education of Gifted and Talented Students, and it's divided into 6 sections. It's divided into the fidelity of the services, which we make sure that throughout the school year, the students are receiving those services within their classroom. The student identification, we also want to make sure that the students are identified GT if they have not been identified. And of course, that goes through the referral process at the beginning of the school year. And it takes several months to go through that process, from the identification process to the students taking the exam, whether it be the Naglieri or the COGAT at the same. It takes first they take one, then they take the other. Then we receive the scores. We look at their report cards. There is a matrix. And the GT committee meets to be able to say if they analyze all the data and look that the student does meet the criteria to be a gifted and talented student and be part of our GT program with United ISD. So it does take several months to go through the process. Then there's the service design, of course, the curriculum and instruction that is offered within the state and that we offer within our district, the professional learning that is provided to the teachers, administrators, counselors, and staff with UISD, and the family and community involvement. We invite parents to participate and the community with the students at their GT showcase, throughout the school year, different activities that are done in the class, whether it be virtually or face-to-face. As we look here at the fidelity of services, school districts comply with gifted and talented accountability standards and monitor the effectiveness of assessment and services for gifted and talented students through our policies and procedures, state and local funding, evaluation of activities, and district guidelines. When we're looking at student identification, as I mentioned before, gifted and talented identification procedures and progress monitoring allow students to demonstrate and develop their diverse talents and abilities. Whether it be written, board-approved policies on identification and services through our local and legal policies, the referral and assessment, awareness of meetings, and transfers and furloughs. And our transfers can be any students outside of United ISD, and our furloughs are those students who, for whatever reason, at some time in their academic school year or throughout their school years, they might need to be exited from the program or furloughed for 1 year due to extreme circumstances. So we look at that and then we communicate with the campus on what decision was made. We have the service design, and this is a flexible system of viable service options that provides a research-based learning continuum that is developed and consistently implemented throughout the district to meet the needs and reinforce the strengths and interests of our gifted and talented students. And this is done in our school district with an array of learning opportunities, emphasizing content in the 4 foundation curricular areas during the school day and the entire school year. We have our service design, and this is information available to parents and community through our United Independent School District website. You look under departments and go into advanced academics, and there you'll find an array of information, not only for our gifted and talented students within our primary level and intermediate level, which is elementary and middle school, but also for our high school students and the different programs that are available and opportunities for those students in their pre-AP courses, AP courses, their GT classes, anything that is going to help the students move forward and learn a little bit more about the different interests that they have. So the services for GT students are comprehensive, they're structured, sequenced, and appropriate, challenging. GT students ensured opportunities to work together as a group, work with other students, and of course work independently. And there are flexible grouping patterns and independent investigations that are provided. Curriculum and instruction. This district meets the needs of the gifted and talented students by modifying the depth, complexity, and pacing of the curriculum and instruction ordinarily provided by the school. And a continuum of learning experiences is provided that leads to the development of advanced level products and/or performances such as those provided through the Texas Performance Standard projects. This is known as a TPSP. You can find it in the Texas Education Agency website, and it gives you in-depth information on how students can work with their project throughout the school year, how they can divide the sections, what to look for, how to start off, what is needed, how is it that the research is going to be developed throughout the school year. So there's many toolkits, not only for the students, for administrators, but also for the teachers who are working with the students in the classroom with their projects, and of course using the depth and complexity components. We continue with the flexible pacing, scheduling, and modifications, provisions to improve GT services in campus and district improvement plans, and of course, educators adapt and or modify the core or standard curriculum to meet the needs of gifted and talented students and those with special needs, such as twice exceptional, highly gifted, and English learners. And what do we mean by twice exceptional? Our twice exceptional are students that are part of the special education program, but are also part of the gifted and talented program. So those are twice exceptional, and we do have a percentage of students in our district that fall under this area. We continue with our professional learning. All personnel involved in the planning, creation, delivery, and administration of services to gifted and talented students possess the knowledge required to develop and provide differentiated programs and services. We do provide the 30-hour core GT training that's required for those teachers who are servicing GT students. And this is only once in a lifetime during their teaching career. The annual GT 6-hour update is done annually once they are 30-hour trained, so they can have all the updates that they need to be able to service these students adequately. We have the new teacher orientation. We also offer summer learning opportunities to our teachers so they can participate in professional development to learn a little bit more and more in depth. We bring people from out of town. They can also go to the Masi Mejia Foundation. They can work on their AP and pre-AP modules as well. So there are different opportunities in the summer learning opportunity, and they have different dates that they can, of course, work with this and be part of it and participate to better themselves, to improve, and to learn a little bit more and be updated. And there is a new administrator and counselor training that they take once they become administrators with our district that are required. And of course, the local board training that we have right now. Then we continue with our family and community involvement. The district involves family and community members in the service designed for gifted and talented students throughout the school year. And we value the input from family and community, the meetings, campus and district GT showcases, and of course, annual evaluation. We do take pride in our campus and district GT showcase, especially the district GT showcase, where we see the outcome of the gifted and talented students project. One project is chosen per campus. The campuses have their GT showcases. They invite community members to come and to judge the projects following a rubric. And the top student is the one that is representing the campus at the district GT showcase. They showcase their project, and they are being, of course, awarded, celebrated, and distinguished from the rest of their peers for their outcome, their positive outcome, and for outshining other students within their campus, and they are the representatives of their campus, whether it be at the elementary, middle, or high school. We usually tell that it's one student per campus, but there are some times that students like to work in a group, and there has been several times where we do have campuses that have a group of students representing their campus at the district GT showcase. And here we have our United ISD GT Advanced Academics Program Guide, and this is the goal of the United Independent School District Gifted and Talented and Advanced Academics Program to enable GT and advanced academic students to progress beyond the Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills, known as the TEKS, of the general education curriculum by providing in-depth learning experiences that explore complex subjects and issues. So you're going to see that as the students get older, they become a little bit more wanting to know a little bit more about what is out there, how they can help their community. They like to challenge themselves. They like to challenge their peers and their teachers. So you're going to notice on how the students progress throughout the school year and throughout their academic school years. And then, of course, we see those end products every time and the improvements that the students have. We have here our gifted and talented population. The academic school year of 2024, we had 4,990 students identified with the United Independent School District, which is 12.3% from total enrollment. That is a little bit above our state enrollment. We're very proud that we have such a good percentage of gifted and talented students within United ISD. We do look at our research, and we also go into our online platforms within our district to make sure that we identify our students and that the campuses identify their students and that they know who their students are. Here are some summary reports by campus, by students, and by grade level. And as you can see here, we have a total of 4,990 students. And of course, we have 100% from our report. And this is from the district enrollment from 2024-2025. And then for the 2023-2024 GT program evaluation, there were student surveys from elementary results, middle school results, high school results, parent surveys, teacher surveys, assessment, and identification data that goes throughout the school year with the GT committee that also assists the GT department with appeals, with transfers, and with furloughs, and of course with the identification process. And of course, we have our UISD GT webpage, and that is the Advanced Academics page and the GT page. There is a lot of information there. There's a lot of links that are provided there that can give you more in-depth information of all the programs that are out there for our students. There are links, not only programs that they can learn about, but also higher education programs for our high school students who are ready to go on into their college career, and assist them with any exams like SAT, ACT, AP exams, different links that can help them study as well, College Board websites, Khan Academy, and many other websites that are available through our webpage in order to help guide our parents, our students, and our teachers, administrators, and of course you, our board members that do support the Gifted and Talented and Advanced Academics program within our district. And Mr. Rosales and myself are always available. As we know, the GT program and Advanced Academics program is under the direction of Mr. Mario Rosales, our director, and I am your instructional coordinator. If you all have any questions, you all can go ahead and call me at 956-473-1926, or you can send me an email at maramirez@uisd.net. It is a pleasure to work for the United Independent School District and to serve you and the community. Thank you.